about Howie, the great Howie, who ran a number of our races. At the time, he held our 6-day course record, our 3,100 mile course record. He had age group world records for 1,000 miles. He had the world record for 1,300 miles, which he broke. He also held the 2,000 kilometer record for a time until it was finally broken by Rimas Jacolitis in the year 2000. Al was a consummate competitor and also a friend of all the other ultra marathoners. Even if he was doing well, he would still chat with the guys who were not doing so well. He had a keen observation about things. Just to give you an indication, one year he was going to take this plane shuttle from Vancouver Island to the mainland, and he had this inkling, this feeling that he really shouldn't go. He was like paranoid about it. It turns out the plane went up in the air without him and it exploded. I mean, that's just like the incredible insight. But that's neither here nor there, but it just shows the personality that he was right in the moment. I also remember when he was having this problem, physical problem that turned out to be type 1 diabetes, and the doctors told him that his super long ultra running, doing these races and doing the training, running to work and from work when he was tree planting, so he was like leaning over all day on his back and planting trees and being in nature, and then he'd run back like 15 or 20 kilometers back home to be with his wife and family. So, you know, he was an amazing guy, fantastic head of hair, Scottish accent, and a zest for life. It was written one time after Al became the first man to run 1,300 miles within the certified course distance of 18 days, which was an average of about 72 miles per day, which is a lot for an ultra runner when you have to do it day after day after day for that many days. And Al easily was able to do the distance twice in his 2 attempts. His first attempt, he started out running like it was a marathon, and then he settled into pace. And there's a fantastic picture of him with the Scottish flag draped around him, you know, with his hair flowing, and he was just so excited to be the first guy. But I remember 3 days before he finished, he was complaining about a little bit of a sore calf muscle, but he said, but I think I can just make it go away by ignoring it. Another thing was he was only getting 3 hours of sleep a night, and he decided that he would increase his sleep, which would probably help with his speed a little bit. And sure enough, he actually ran faster the last few days that he had been doing, and that, you know, move the needle back forward to 1991. That was 89, the first year that he broke the record. 90, he came and did 1,000 mile, a new North American record for the age group. I think he was over 50 then. Then 91, he comes again, but people didn't realize that Al ran for 72 days. He averaged about 105 kilometers per day across Canada. No one had ever done that before on foot, and he did it in such an amazing fashion. Jesse Dale Riley, the promoter of the Trans-America race from 92 to 95, was one of his helpers. And Jesse and Al's wife, Claudia, and maybe 1 or 2 volunteers had a caravan of a couple vehicles, and just seeing the photographs or hearing the stories of Al running across the country was just so fantastic. And then what does he do? 2 weeks later, he comes to New York and he breaks his own 1,300 mile record in the 1,300 mile race. And that was also the race that Sandra Barber became the first woman to do 1,300 miles in that race. So that was an epic performance by Al. He took 14 hours plus off his own world best for 1,300 miles and breaking the 2,000 kilometer mark along the way. he was just ecstatic at the end and happy for so many people. There were 62 people involved in the 1,300-mile race, 1,000-mile race, and the 700-mile race. It was called the Ultra Trio back then. And Al was like the senior statesman. You know, you could have put a cape around him, and he would have been the kingly lion, you know, leading the charges. And Sri Chinmoy was so happy for the runners that he had them sit in convertible cars, and he had them all decorated, and there were musicians and people singing, and they rode along the course with Al in the first car, of course.